Hi guys, it's Shalay here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my journey. So, I'm actually at school, but I'm outside. We're on a lunch break and I brought lunch, so I got an extra couple of free minutes before I go back inside and study with some friends. So a subscriber asked me to make this video about how I study and how, basically I'm maintaining pretty good grades in this accelerated course. So that's what I'm here for. But before I get into the juicy stuff, please subscribe to my channel. I've gotten a couple of new subscribers since my second video. So if you wouldn't mind commenting down below, like what brought you to my videos, and tell me that you're a new subscriber so we could be friends. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you want to get notified, you can press the notification bell so you can come straight to my video when I post. I think that's about it. And people are watching me, so let's get into the video. Okay, so I wrote a list of things down because I'm forgetful and I have to remember more important things. So I just wrote a list down. So my first thing to studying is finding out what type of learner you are, if that makes any sense. You can go online and find like a website to see what kind of learner you are, whether it's like a kinesthetic learner, like you learn hands-on, or whether you learn best by listening or best by seeing things, like a visual learner. And that would be my first thing, because then you will know how to study based on the way you learn best. And studies show that, each of us have all of those qualities of learning. Like, we know how to do every one of them, but there's just usually like one or two that we're stronger in. So that's why I say try to figure out which one that you're the strongest in, so that way you know which way to learn or to study. So I am a visual learner. I did not have to take the test because I know that when I take my quizzes or exams, the way that I remember things is like I actually see them. I remember seeing them. I never remember hearing them. I just remember seeing them. And that's how I learn. So if you're a visual learner, then you would, I guess, mostly benefit off this video. Whatever. So my number one thing would be to take notes in class. And when I say take notes in class, okay, so the lectures are slides or PowerPoint. So when I say take notes, I don't mean actually copy, the slide down in your notes. I will basically, what I do is I copy down things that the teachers say that I don't see on the slide. So ways to make me remember what's on the slide, or what these key points on the slides mean. I would copy down what the teachers say to get a better understanding of it. That's one thing. Two, I then go home, go through the chapter again, go through the slides, and make index cards. And basically what's important about making index cards is you don't want to copy everything. The more you write down, the less information you're going to retain. So write down, like ask yourself little questions, or even do like, like the web map, the concept map, where you do like little bubbles and then you do sub bubbles and things like that, just to make you understand. And also, word for word is also a terrible thing to do because you still might not understand it. So also always write it in your terms, the way you understand it, because that will make you remember the process, that when it does come to those confusing words, you will already know what that means because, you already explained that to yourself a while ago. Also, let me see. Crash courses. Go on YouTube. You have Crash Course. You have Khan Academy. These things those channels will explain to you things that you might not get. So this past week, when I had to study metabolism and going into glycogen and ATP and how it's made and things like that, I didn't really grasp that like during the lecture. So I had to come home, go on YouTube, and have it explained to me in a better way, and then study from what I understand. So always use your resources, and maybe your lecturer, your teacher, doesn't explain it to you the right way, but that's what, that's when your resources come in hand. Always try to do it yourself before you're like forced to go to tutoring, and before your grade gets so low. Always try to use your resources beforehand. So that's what I did, and that's what worked for me. And by the way, I know I told you guys my grades in the last video, but this week on my exam, I'm pretty sure I got like a 90. So, these study techniques, they actually work, okay? At least they work for me. And then last but not least, I would say practice exams. So when I wasn't too sure about the metabolism chapter, but I knew some things. But the thing is, when you feel like you don't understand something, the more you repeat it to yourself, the more you read it, the more you try to understand it, you actually know more than what you think you know. So always go and do practice exams and actually see, how much you really do know. So that way you know how prepared you are for the exam. If that makes any sense. I'm pretty sure that makes sense, right? Just test your knowledge, basically. And I think that's about it. That's pretty much how I study. One of my other professors mentioned to me, you have to see something. If you're a visual learner, you have to see something at least 7 times for you to memorize it, for it to be stuck there. And then, you won't just have it in your short-term memory and then it just goes to God knows where. You can actually store it in your long-term memory if you actually see it 7 times. So also on my index cards, even if I come out with a stack like this big, I still go over it seven times. Like I'll go through my stack at least like 7 times and test myself. So even if I don't actually understand it, if I see this actual question or topic on the test, I would know what it is. Even if I don't understand it, I know how to fill in the blank with the word because I've seen it. You know what I mean? So that's just, I don't know, that's just how I study. So yeah, I hope this video helped. If you have any more questions or have any more video requests, then please, leave them below. Comment, say hi if you're a new subscriber, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.